I'm sitting down here with DJ Humphries. I wanted to ask, you had one of the best introductory press conferences I've ever seen. It was electric. It had me fired up. Take me through the moment that you found out that you were going to be a Kansas City Chief.
Man, me and my wife were just hanging out, and I got the text pretty much telling me what the deal opportunity was, and pretty much the action was that something that I was willing to do. And once I said I was, it was pretty much full speed ahead from there. Once I said I was out of the door that next morning headed to Kansas City. So it was from then it's been a whirlwind of events ever since then. It's been exciting though, for sure.
So how has the preparation been? Because I couldn't imagine being thrown in a new offensive system, having to block for Patrick Mahomes with all that pressure and expectation to come in right away when you're still recovering from an ACL injury. And so could you talk a little bit about not only how you're feeling right now, but how hard you've worked to get to this point?
Oh man, I've been working hard since January 25th of last year. When I actually had the surgery, it's been nothing but hard work ever since. And there's no really way to prepare for that moment, for those moments. You can train and you can train. There's no way to simulate football. So being thrown in those moments was something that I knew I was going to have to do to be able to get all the way back to myself. I wish we would have went about it a little differently and had a better plan to kind of ease me into there, didn't have to hand me and kind of set everything back. But I felt fine. I felt like I was ready for those moments. I felt like I was ready to be thrown into those moments. But it's just the belly of the beast. That's how football works. It's kind of how the game goes. You know what I mean? And luckily, we play offensive line, and we got a team full of stars that we can move Joe Tooney out and have Caliendo step in because these guys are ballers and they can do these things. You know what I mean? These guys can start anywhere, in any position, and then you have them on your team. So now we can plug and play. And still be able to get the job done. So that's just a testament to Coach Reed, Coach Heck, and Coach Beach and how they're able to put together a roster. You know what I mean? And it's definitely been a journey for sure, but it's been fun though.
Do you think that hammy injury got re-aggravated because you're almost overcompensating for the ACL at all?
Oh, definitely. I think my body just hadn't been exposed to that level of what do you call I want to say exerting myself. I hadn't got to that level of output, you know what I mean? And my body was just, my first time in pass making contact was that game. So my body was like, yo, dude, this is fun, but we're a little tired, but you know what I mean? So I think that there's no way to prepare for that. You have to play ball to get in football shape, and for your body to get you can't simulate 70 reps in a training setting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like those type of situations definitely suck for sure.
How does the hamstring feel now?
It feels good now. Yeah, it's fine now. I'm all healed now. I think I just missed that window of being able to build that continuity with the guys, between me and Joe, I should say, being able to build that continuity between me and Joe. But it's been super impressive to watch what he's doing, moving out to the left, and Caliendo coming in and responding at the left guard spot. It's been impressive to watch, man.
I know you only signed a one-year contract, but how much do you think about potentially your future in Kansas City? Listen, they're going to need a left tackle eventually.
Yeah.
I think that there's definitely room for you to come back and have that opportunity to get the continuity with the guys and block for Patrick Mahomes. Is that something that you think about at all?
Oh yeah, definitely. I kind of catch myself just speaking in terms of me being here next year, you know what I mean? And I had to catch myself like, oh damn, I don't know what's gonna happen actually, but that's what I'm hoping for, obviously. I think this place is good for me, and the structure and how it is, and how Coach Reed handles things, and how Coach Heck is. I think it's good for me here to be around some structure like this. So I definitely want to be here for sure.
And then my final question for you: could you describe the culture difference between here and Arizona? I mean, I've heard a lot of people say that this is just a different beast, but what does that exactly mean?
Yeah, I think it is. It's definitely a different beast. I think that what I see is a consistent level of accountability. There's no drop off in my level of accountability versus Wanye's level of accountability versus Trey's level of accountability. We're expecting the same thing from all of us, all the way from Pat to me to whoever you see in this room. Everything is the same level of professionalism, the same level of care and attention to detail and effort is expected from all of us. And if it's not given, it's going to be spoke about, and somebody's going to pull you to the side and say, hey, that's not good enough, every time. And I think that's just a testament to how they do everything. And when you are that way, you got an opportunity to go on the three-peat, and you 4 championships in the last 6-5 how many years it is, you know what I mean? It's like this is the recipe for real. This is what it looks like. This is how you do it. It's one of those deals that's like, hey, I've done things away for so long, but I also don't have any championships. You know what I mean? And that was comfortable. Those ways were comfortable, and I have nothing to show for it other than years of experience. Fast forward to here, being here for 2 months, and I can show you some hats and some shirts over those times, and I can show you how I got it just from discipline and the way that this thing is taught from the top down.
DJ, thank you so much. I think my final question for you don't have to do it. Could you maybe shout out the fans? I've got a YouTube channel called KC Sports Report, and we've talked about you a lot. We all love you on the channel. We wanted you to start opportunity, but if you could look into the camera and say, you're listening to KC Sports Report.
You're listening to KC Sports Report with DJ Humphries. Let's roll.
Appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much.